Professor Eric over here. How you guys doing today?
We're gonna do some great jiu-jitsu.
Yep, absolutely. So we're just gonna go over a couple of different moves here that are on that what we consider like the purple belt test and working towards like having a good knowledge of that.
So we did. I think we did rear choke a week ago.
We sure did.
Yeah. So we like the self-defense. It's really invaluable for everything on the ground, but we're specifically covering this stuff because we require it for the purple belt testing. And we got a couple guys that can't train with us right now because we're on lockdown with COVID again. Yep. And so we just decided we'd put some of the stuff out there for all you guys to see too, and then they can work on their homework. So,
sure.
Yeah. What's up? Bear hugs today.
Sure. We can start with the rear one here. So this is kind of like one of the tougher ideas here. Over. So this can be a difficult position because like we try to break this lock and it's very, very tough. But what Master Sauer will talk about is we want to put our palms up here like this, and you want to just kind of squat. So it makes it very, very tough.
Just come up.
Well, and what we have to be aware of is if my hands are down on him like this, he could just rear choke me instead here. You see what I'm talking about? So I always have to be ready to intercept. So my hands are here. So if he tries to rear choke me, I can have some sort of semblance of control over his arms. So it's not the arms just moving up. It's not my body moving down. It has to happen at the same time. And so see, I can connect, and now I'm gonna find an angle. So when I find this angle, I'm gonna step here, right? And so a really big thing here too, and just because we were kind of in that situation where his left leg was back a little further, so it's harder to cut the angle. If there's space, this arm can come through, right? And I can use any of the T position throws. But if there's not space here, that's what's gonna allow me to line this up here. And so now what I'm gonna do is I wanna connect to his legs right here, and it's very similar to a hip throw, as in I bring my legs out and my hip comes. Right, so it's just the same motion of getting my hip on the other side. I try to break it down and make it into smaller steps, just so we can get that feel of like how to get our hip on the other side. So when I'm here, see, just like this, I catch. I'm here. So it's not necessarily about picking up. It's about putting his legs together. Here. You see, like when he sits, that's very, very, very tough. And it's even to be really easy for him to do it to me. Two here, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, a lot of people just try to reach.
Yeah. But once you
put them together.
Yeah, see how it's very tough. Stepping like strength at that point. I always get. And then there's also the overarm here. Too, and there's a couple different ways we can do this.
Overarm front?
Yeah, the overarm from the front. Perfect. Yep.
Oh, I always knee. I don't know if there's
that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So
overarm basic mechanics are like you get a good wrestler, as soon as they snatch you up, if you think, oh, I'm gonna grab him back, he's just gonna pull me in. And now it's gonna be really hard to overcome. So slightly different principle. You want to think about having your elbow connect to your skeleton so that it's like a post. And then I'm gonna control the hip. So as soon as he grabs, I wanna have pressure where I can hip out. But even if I'm a little late, he tries to pull me in now, I'm just pressing against his hip so there's no gap there. So now I can drop the leg. I tend to do more of the wrestling style. I dip my right shoulder, and now it's really easy to come under the arm. So if we're just talking about grappling, but I like to just add the rear knee. So when I'm here, just like the C-lot, see, I'm in range to throw this knee, and now I'm not gonna put it back. I'm just gonna knee and go through and come over the arm this way.
That's awesome. Sweet. And there's that's a great way. Another way that I'll do it sometimes too is, and that's what I mean, like self-defense should always mimic what we do on the ground. Just like we were talking about in our Zoom class. Yeah. Like how we're opening up the guard. We can use kind of the same exact posture idea of making this space tight. Yeah. And then bowing
if you really want to open the grip up.
Yep. Yeah.
The other thing is like what's happening, like even here, I catch myself doing it too. It's like, oh, well, the guy wants a takedown because we've got to go to the floor, right? But if Eric's not looking for a takedown, if he thinks I'm like attractive, he's going to drag me to my car or something, right? Like if you try to pull me somewhere, like now the situation is totally different.
Yep.
and that flare is going to help you more.
I think that's what people get confused too, man.
Yeah.
Because they always think like self-defense, like, oh, it's gotta be some like super awesome like jump kick nonsense.
Right.
It's
It's
just
really simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine you're a young lady, right? And you know, maybe you guys are out there who are watching. It's not necessarily, oh, I'm going to get takedowns and score points.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I'm going to try to take Eric somewhere, and that's going to help him break that distance, break that space.
That's
You know, just like the rear bear hug is not necessarily to slam you. It's like to capture you, to take you somewhere.
Yeah. I remember like, and it wasn't anything great by any means, but you can use the same mechanics with the underarm to the front too. And when you get that feel of connection, just like we're talking about how ways to open the guard. I remember I accidentally like hyperextended somebody's arm.
Oh yeah.
Just by doing this.
Crazy.
And so it's just like you see, and then they had elbow issues for like a month.
Right.
And that's all you did.
Don't let Eric demonstrate on
Yeah, it's just like when you have that
You gotta know
ability.
what you're doing.
Oh yeah, it's
So we
just,
show that one from arms under.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so we can use like a lot of this, but see like when I can connect here, right,
Yeah.
on the elbow
Oh,
joint,
yeah.
I'm gonna let it go a little bit. But see how it's the same as that today. I'm taking up all that space. I'm just gonna let it go,
Sure.
and then my back is what does the work. And so you can really actually like hyperextend the arm very easily. The more you kind of get that feel. It's just all body mechanics.
Crazy.
Yep. No,
So technically, that's the three you should know. So we got bear hug from the rear. There's another bear hug from the rear. We did it a while. Did we do it a while ago? Arms under.
I think so.
Yeah. So this leads to a knee bar.
Yep.
Arms under. I try to pick him up.
Yep.
He hooks. Horse suplex, whatever. Yep.
I walk back and and so we can knee bar. You could also come over this way, where we come here, we pinch and we move the hip this way right here too. And I'm not trying to make this too long-winded, but this is a very, very good example of like the difference between looking at this as in a tournament sense and in a as in a self-defense sense, right? I had Holly, I was talking to Holly about this a while ago, because the real idea is like, especially if you're talking about like somebody smaller, like it's not like somebody's gonna be here and just put their leg here, right?
Right.
It's more they're trying to like lift you and move you.
Yeah.
You kind of see what I mean? And so what happens here is if someone's trying to move me away right here, when I put this here, you have to put that foot down.
Yeah.
Because like if you're squared right here, you're not going to be able to pull me.
Right.
And so the more you insist on trying to pull me here like this, it makes it really easy. Sorry, man. I'm sure I did that hard. But it makes it really easy to flat back somebody.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you taking me somewhere. I want to stay where I am, and that's what's going to force that leg to be there. So if it's not there, they're not going to be able to take you out of that situation. It's just a different mentality than being like, oh, the guy's going to suplex me. Oh, this thing's going to be here to make that move work.
All right, let's do each one slow, one time.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, so
What's the first one?
bear hug, arm over from the rear.
Palms up, squat. Trying to connect these hands
Yep, kick him out.
here, right?
Knees together.
Knees together, step, hip, right there. So,
We're good.
all right.
Bear hug, arm over from the front, raise, pull the back. I like to throw the knee, you don't have to.
That's good.
This way. If this arm isn't here, if he tries to punch, I'm going to trace the shoulder. If you pull your arm back and you do a haymaker, sometimes you miss it.
Yep.
So if I aim at the center line, you're always going to find it. If it's too far back, you're going to trace, you can even hand off. Okay, but we're just going to go to this position right here. Okay, then we got bear hug from the rear,
Oh yeah, bear hug.
arms under. So now I'm trying to drag him somewhere, so go sit knee bar.
Or knee bar, or the knee bar.
Yep.
And then
And bear hug in front, arms over. So,
there we go.
yeah, and a lot, the old school one is to come in
Push
front
in the face.
and then throw another knee, push the guy out.
A lot of different ways to do it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of your quick review for some of the purple belt material. There's a little bit more than this, and we'll be just kind of dropping it all the way from now till Christmas.
Yep. Get you guys ready, you guys.
Purple
Yeah.
belt for Christmas. It's all
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, we wish we could roll with you. We miss you guys, and everybody else out there in the community.
Stay healthy, guys.
Stay healthy, and thanks for watching, Warriors.
Where's up?